put your hands together as we are welcoming our graduates. Veuillez ovationner s'il vous plaît. Nos diplômés arrivent.
Honorable Ambassador of South Africa, right here seated. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all behind me and around me. The school leadership team, parents facing me, my good lecturers, my graduates, all other students. One of the important things in the life of a student is to graduate, and that's what we are seeing today. So on behalf of Graduate School of Management, I am pleased to welcome you all to official graduation ceremony of the 2016 successful students. This year's graduation day program has been themed Promoting Entrepreneurial Spirit Among African Youth, the Role of the University. We could not have chosen more relevant and epic theme for this occasion, since the focus these days of tertiary education is to help students to unleash their innovative ideas, enhance their creativity, create jobs, create incubation platforms to nurture new ideas. We have invited a very, very good speaker to be able to tell us about this topic. So I don't want to waste time on that one at all. On this special occasion, I would like to welcome all the dignitaries that took their time to join us to celebrate the well-deserved achievement of our students that showed commitment and honor in ensuring that their educational desires lives on. One of them is our godfather, who just flown from Nigeria. He just landed. It is an honor and privilege to welcome the parents that have shown commitment against all odds in ensuring that their children receive the necessary education that prepares them for a better future. To our sponsors, your job doesn't end here, but it has only just begun. There are many young graduates out there that are constantly seeking for your guidance and nurture. To my graduates, graduation is the end of the chapter and the beginning of another one. As you get ready to embark on an exciting step in your career, embrace these aspiring words from the best commencement speeches of all time. We don't employ people for us to tell them what to do, but we employ them to tell us what to do. The first thing I want you to do is just here. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do it. Don't let anybody tell you this. Anybody who is telling you this and you listen to the person, you are losing out. And one of the statements I want to keep telling you, and I've been saying it every day, which is said by the first black American president, is that yes, we can. So nobody should tell you that you can't do it. It is not true. The second one, don't let anyone tell you you are too ambitious. Nobody should tell you this. Don't let anyone also say that this is the way it is done. Business as usual. It doesn't work. You must always change the way things are done. You know Einstein? He says that anything that you continue to do the same way and you are expecting different results, then it means that if you are not stupid, then there's something wrong with your mental faculty. Through the commitment and sharing the correct vision with my team, we were able to ensure that our efforts remain relevant with the current challenges that other institutions face around the world. This was also achieved with the necessary discipline and understanding that discipline is doing the same thing the right way, whether anyone's watching or not. I'm still telling you that. Our students surprised us because of discipline. I was referring to by showing of their abilities through innovation and strategic thinking. They participated in a competition that none of us believed we were ready for, with minimum guidance. They were able to showcase their effort by being the best in the Idea Trophy program organized by Unilever Côte d'Ivoire. Mr. CEO, please, I am the one who took the first and the second position. All universities around Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, including the National University, took part in that. But Graduate School of Management came out as the first idea, and they came out as the second idea. That is very important. That is the discipline. That is what we stand for. It is gratifying to note that the Graduate School of Management has been fortunate to be running the Access Micro Scholarship Program for Collège Moderne Cocody and Lycée Moderne Cocody Angers, which is a U.S. Embassy Scholarship Program for 2015 and 2016. Realizing the success our commitment has brought, the U.S. Embassy has extended the program to other 2 schools, making the number for 2016 to 2017 to 4 schools. The new schools are Lycée Moderne Trècheville and Lycée Municipal Macquarie. Ladies and gentlemen, our focus is to create a global, independent-minded person who can start his or her own business and be able to walk alone, which means mastering the English language in both written and oral forms. It is for this reason that we have introduced the Blend program. And the Blend program has also been developed for us by the U.S. Embassy. This is to be able to use to enrich the knowledge of our teachers and our students to speak the language correctly and have the opportunity to take part in the whole world as leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that opportunities flourish in this country and the global market as a whole. As an emerging market, as our president always says, and a developing economy, there are numerous opportunities that come with it. And I urge our graduating students to tap on these opportunities, which are in the hospitality, health, finance, creative arts, construction, and the oil and gas industries, and the business sectors of the economy. We have given you the necessary preparation you have acquired to be able to hold up the flag of Graduate School of Management very high wherever you find yourself. I am happy to announce to you that some students of this great institution have taken the lead in this entrepreneurial endeavor. These are one of the very good ones is Diaby Asana. He has a design company called Dias Design. Another one is Deborah Kutua. Hers is called African Crispy. Another one is Kofi Johan Christel. Hers is Joe Fashion. As the students graduate today, we are convinced that they are going out to be great ambassadors of the school and the leaders of exemplary qualities. My special thanks go to the U.S. Embassy and the distinguished personalities herein gathered for the confidence they have reposed in us in giving us the opportunity to run the program. I have given you a roadmap of what has happened the last year, and that is what we have been able to do. My last words that I want to say before I take my seat is to say that opportunities abound for you as graduates. Opportunities abound for all of us that are sitting here, that we can help each other to move this very august institution to a very respectable one in the future. Officially, with the permission of all of you, the guest speaker, the honorable guest, and then the godfather, I, the president of Graduate School of Management, has declared the graduation ceremony of 2016 open.
Selon lui, personne ne doit nous dire qu'on ne peut pas franchir certaines étapes. Ne laissez personne vous dire que vous êtes trop ambitieux. Il faut se mettre au travail et ne pas se laisser décourager par les autres. Il dit aussi, ne laissez personne vous dire comment est-ce qu'il faut entreprendre, c'est-à-dire essayer d'appréhender de nouvelles possibilités. La Graduate School of Management bénéficie de la confiance de l'ambassade des États-Unis qui même pilote un programme qu'on appelle Blend Programme. Ce programme permet de renforcer les capacités, les compétences des formateurs et des consultants de la Graduate School of Management. Certains des étudiants de Graduate School of Management ont déjà acquis l'esprit d'entrepreneuriat, se sont investis en créant leurs propres entreprises de design, de fashion. Il a mentionné Diaby Hassana, Déborah Coutouan et puis Christelle. Il encourage donc tous les autres étudiants, les diplômés, à entreprendre et qu'ils deviennent des ambassadeurs de la Graduate School of Management. Donc, ce succès a été possible grâce à la discipline, au travail sans relâche. Les étudiants de la Graduate School of Management ont même surpris le fondateur parce qu'au moment où il pensait qu'il n'était pas prêt pour le prix organisé par Unilever, le prix Idea Trophy, les étudiants ont remporté ce prix-là devant même certaines écoles renommées à Abidjan. Veuillez acclamer s'il vous plaît.
Sing grace out sweet. The sound. What I say, a wretch like me. Hey, and make see praise. I swear to God, I sweet even son. Where they got saved, where they got saved. My way, like me, oh, like me. Oh yes, I was blood, but now I'm fine. Was blind, but now yes I see. I watch you good. Amazing grace, high sweet. First time to where we got saved. First rich like me, oh, was Lord, but na. I'm fond, I was blind, but now I see. Amen, Yes, amazing grace. Yes, amazing grace.
Our guest of honor, he is a distinguished man from the province of Mpumalanga, which is 19 minutes drive of Johannesburg in South Africa. He witnessed the apartheid system that pushed him to exile, where he joined the struggle for liberation. When the apartheid was defeated, he returned home to participate in the development of his country. graduating with both a master's degree in public and development management from the University of Witwatersrand and a master's degree in business leadership from the University of South Africa. He is currently the ambassador of the Republic of South Africa to Côte d'Ivoire. Before then, he retired as Major General of Army in the South African National Defense Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a warm welcome as he's come to give his speech. Welcome His Excellency Vuzumuzi Lawrence Sindane, Ambassador of the Republic of South Africa to Côte d'Ivoire.
Distinguished guests, parents, graduates, and of course, aspirant graduates. It is a great honor for me to stand here this evening to share with you a message on the important subject on promoting entrepreneurial spirit among African youth, the role of the university. I cannot think of a more pressing subject than this one. In particular, if we consider the turmoil that unfolds from time to time around the globe. Calls are persistent for governments to grow national wealth in order to improve the situation. To achieve that, certainly entrepreneurship is key. In this case, I became innovative because I looked up on the subject. Firstly, I came across Liz Schutt, who on December 3, 2014, published an enlightening article. In this article, she commences by posing a question: can you teach someone to be an entrepreneur? She immediately acknowledges the value of the rich environment provided by universities, focusing on entrepreneurship, which brought this issue alive. She admits that, as ever with universities, it isn't just about teaching. The intrinsic value of a university are all those other things that make up a student's experience, some measurable, some not. It is about each student forging their own path to create an experience that is unique to them. Then she refers to a design factory, which is a facility found in the university. This is found at the Aalto University, where students coexist alongside academics and industry partners. The whole ethos is about openness to ideas whenever they come from. Following a trip by these students, where they visited Massachusetts Institute of Technology, these Aalto students had the idea to found an annual conference that would bring together startup and investors. For the following 3 years, this grew from a local 300-person event to become one of the leading tech and startup events in the world, reaching 7,000 attendees from 68 countries by 2013. The role of universities represented at the conference is one wholly familiar to Alliance universities. They provide an environment to create communities which have become the lifeblood for a new breed of startup. Within these universities, an idea can quickly be tested and developed into a business. These entrepreneurial hubs are providing financial support, business know-how, and engendering creativity through a mix of disciplines, academia and business, along with a smattering of visiting international collaborators. When you consider all of this, you realize that, for instance, the Alliance graduates contributed nearly 50% to the total revenue of all UK graduate start companies, employing over 6,000 full-time employees. Having visited a number of these hubs, both at Aalto and Alliance universities, the author, that is Liz, says they are exciting places to be. They are places with few boundaries as to what might be possible. The other thing that is noticeable is the lack of hierarchy. Academics, students, and businesses alike are all there to learn from each other. I'm not so sure that everyone is still along with me as I paint this picture. A graduate from the University of Huddersfield and founder of THAT Creative, Hinesh Mistry, remarked, and I quote, "We had design skills and knew a bit about starting up from our business lectures, but we couldn't have figured out how to set up our business properly without help. The Active 8 scheme run by the business mind at the university came in. We went on one of their talks and met Kelly and Phil, two of Active Startups advisors, who suggested that we put our ideas into a written proposal. And that's what they did. They wrote a proposal which they submitted and became a very successful proposal. And through it, the panel accepted them into their scheme. Now, this Active 8 was found to be a brilliant facility. They showed us, or they showed the students, as Hinestri further writes on. They showed us how to write a business plan, how to form a partnership with all the legal advice to make sure it was set up properly. They gave us office space, networking opportunities with other startups, and some initial funding. It's such a wealth of knowledge and experience to tap into. Now, in Do It Yourself, they say you should know a plumber, an electrician, and a builder. If you are starting a business, it is said you should know a lawyer, an accountant, and a business advisor. Even better, if you can get all of them free from your university. On closing the conference that I referred to above, the host professor reflected that entrepreneurship is all about communities. It is about making connections across those communities between people and ideas. As one travels from Nairobi to Lagos and from Dakar to Kigali, a feeling of optimistic exuberance emerges because African-inspired institutions are forming. The collapse of the commodity boom has pushed countries and their citizens to invent other ways to survive because benefits like unbridled imports are no longer sustainable. Now, many things are coming together which will help transform some African economies by the sheer power of the entrepreneurs. The cloud, open source software, cheap computing resources, and ideas from local technology hubs are redesigning Africa. Even if the commodity boom returns, these structures will remain because they are homegrown and well-designed. Today, we are seeing companies with core intellectual properties, IPs, emerging out of Africa. These entities like Savvy, an organic fertilizer producer, and UMT, a 25-minute non-blood malaria tester, are focused on solving local problems. Unlike in the past, when African technology business were centered on becoming a representative of a global technology giant with compensation based on commissions and markups, the new companies are creating their own innovations and, where possible, competing with foreign competitors. This adaptation by the local companies to indigenous creativity is a response to new market realities. After the recession and with the commodities boom, with governments struggling to pay workers' salaries in countries like Nigeria and Ghana, something dramatic happened. Banks, insurance companies, and manufacturing firms started looking for local technology solutions because foreign products were eating into their margins and the economies were bad in shape for them to increase prices. That opened opportunities for local companies like Lagos-based AppZone and Nairobi-based Craft Silicon, both fintech companies, to expand operations across the continent. This is a virtuoso moment in Africa with its 1.2 billion people, latent opportunity. This is how Ekwekwe sees it. And of course, I'm sure all of us agree with him. As graduates, you should see no ceiling that prevents you from reaching the sky. I'm echoing on the words of the principal. It is important, though, that the ingredients stated above should be in place. Your graduation today is an attestation that you have made the right start by acquiring the knowledge. Go out and be innovative. Merci beaucoup.
Il a partagé avec nous son expérience à l'université. Il a dit qu'à l'université, on n'apprend pas seulement sa filière. On apprend aussi à côtoyer d'autres personnes. On apprend par des sorties à se faire plusieurs amis, avoir des idées pour pouvoir devenir créatif et puis innover, créer sa propre entreprise. Donc c'est surtout ça dont il a parlé. Quelqu'un a dit, si tu penses que la formation coûte très cher, et c'est l'ignorance. L'ignorance amène une personne qui a 20 ans à ressembler à quelqu'un de 50 ans. C'est-à-dire, tu es tellement ignorant que souvent tu ne sais pas qu'il faut se brosser les dents. Donc à 30 ans, tu perds toutes tes dents, tu ne peux pas rire quand tout le monde rit. L'ignorance déforme les personnes. Souvent, on se dit qu'il faut être fort et travailler avec la machette. Donc déjà à 40 ans, on a l'allure de quelqu'un de 80 ans. Mais aujourd'hui, parmi nous, nous avons des personnes qui sont âgées. Mais parce que ces personnes-là ont financé leur formation, sont des personnes intellectuelles, elles ressemblent même à des personnes de 20 ans. Vous pouvez regarder ici nos honorables personnalités qui ont l'air très jeunes. Can you put your hands together for them?
Très fort, voler d'amour, balai, bon pompon. Je veux te dire merci, mon Dieu, mon sauveur. Pour tes bontés renouvelées dans ma vie. Oh, c'est le chemin, oui, tu me guides. Tu me tiens par la main et tu me diriges. Je sais que you and me, c'est fait pour la vie. Je le dis, oh, et vent, Seigneur, ta grâce me suffit. Guidi, grâce me suffit. Guidi, grâce me suffit. Guidi. Loin de toi égaré, l'amour, tu m'as sauvé. Je suis devenu ta vérité. Santé, 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 bonheur, belle joie et prospérité. Ta parole, la vérité. Je suis ta parole, la vérité. Ta parole, la vérité. Je suis ta parole, la vérité. Très favole et ta mon balai, bon, bon, bon. Allez, crée les chérements. Allez, visiblement, crée le mot. Tabadabada.
There are 4 categories of graduates that will receive their awards. Master of Business Administration, MBA. Bachelor of Business Administration, BBA. Bachelor of Arts, BA. And Licence Professionnelle, LP. Before I continue, let me give some few statistics. For the MBA, we have a total of 9 graduates, made up of 5 male and 4 female. For the BBA and BA, we have a total of 52 students, made up of 21 male and 31 female. For the LP, we have a total of 17, made up of 6 male and 11 female. Let me say here that the LP that are joining us today, this is their first graduation, and already they have 17 students graduating. We hope that next year, 2017, they'll move up to at least 50. That's my wish. Again, this year we are privileged to have 11 nationalities among the graduates. 11. La Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Kenya, Liberia, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Tunisia, Niger, Nigeria, Swaziland, and South Africa. Are you ready? Are you ready? So the non-academic awards are the awards given to students that have excelled beyond academics. Those who have one way or the other promoted the image of Graduate School of Management means that they've gone beyond only academics, and it is important that we acknowledge that. In Graduate School of Management, we have external exams with our partners from the United Kingdom. Last year, one of our students had the best score in the whole world. We call it ABE Top Prize Award for 2016. And this one goes to Miss
Sissoko Kadi Sanou. Je voudrais citer nommément the Association of Business Executives. Elle a obtenu la meilleure note au plan international. Donc ce n'est pas juste en Côte d'Ivoire, c'est dans toutes les universités partenaires de ABE, dont GSM. Donc elle honore GSM, elle honore également la Côte d'Ivoire, elle honore l'Afrique et bien au-delà. Et il s'agit d'une jeune dame.
Mr. President, honorable guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of the awards, but it's not finished. The program continues. Thank you very much.
Mr. Afari. Can you put your hands together for all our graduates?
Oh, tu es mon ami, oh, tu es ma joie, tu es mon réconfort, mais tu es tout ce dont j'ai besoin. Comme je me sens triste et isolé, suis toi Seigneur, oh, je peux compter, oh, tu es mon ami, oh non, tu es ma joie, tu es mon réconfort, mais tu es tout ce dont j'ai besoin. Quand je me sens triste et isolé, je peux compter. Quand je ne sais plus avec qui je te tenais, on demande à Jésus, on lui peut t'aider. Quand tu es perdu, on demande à Jésus, il a le pouvoir, on te relever. Kanza, Karanzo, Izigaki,
People talk about the sky is the limit. I want to tell you, the limit is your mind. And that's the first piece of advice I want to give you. Guys, have a dream. Have an ambition. And only your limitation in your mind will be the limit. Who do you know have made a big impact in this world without having a dream? Be it religious or be it from a leadership point of view. Nelson Mandela, he had a dream. His dream was providing freedom to his people, right? Let me be a little bit incorrect. Jesus Christ has a dream, right? So please, if your ambition was to get your MBA, your BBA, and so on and so forth, now set yourself a new ambition. Set yourself a new dream. But don't stop there. When you have that dream, believe that you can actually make it happen. Do something about the dream that you have. Take action. But in doing so, and that's why I want to come back to what I was telling Dr. Bright, do it to the best of your ability. It's called excellence. You can choose the word that you want. And again, I know you guys are intellectuals, but say to yourself, si je dois être un chauffeur de taxi, ben, je serai le meilleur chauffeur de taxi de la planète. If you guys are going to be tomorrow CEOs, chairmen, but please, let not Côte d'Ivoire be your reference. Dream to be the best CEO of the world, and you can do it. Okay? And you can do it because you're going to put the best of yourself in there. It is not going to be easy. It is the start. But as you come along obstacles, always remember, never lose yourself. Somebody spoke about it. I think it was His Excellence. Remain yourself. You are not asked to work in a company to comply to that company. You were hired, or you're going to be hired for who you are. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. So be yourself. And in doing that, have some values. À vous les nouveaux diplômés, comme je disais, pour que tout le monde puisse comprendre. Le diplôme, c'était un rêve peut-être pour certains d'entre vous. Maintenant que vous l'avez, il faut vous fixer un nouveau rêve. La limite de ce que vous pouvez atteindre est dans votre tête. Si vous croyez, vous avez un rêve que vous croyez, vous allez l'atteindre. N'ayez pas juste un rêve et ne croyez pas seulement que vous allez l'atteindre. Il faut faire quelque chose par rapport à ce rêve. Il faut prendre une action. Il faut agir. Il faut agir au meilleur de sa capacité. Ça ne sert à rien d'essayer. Il faut donner le meilleur de soi-même. Et le dernier point de vue que j'étais en train de donner, c'est de dire que dans ce que vous allez faire, ça va être difficile, ça ne va pas toujours être facile. Mais il ne faut jamais perdre qui vous êtes. Et il ne faut jamais perdre de vue les valeurs que peut-être vous avez cultivées ou peut-être que vos parents vous ont données. Pour moi, ces valeurs, c'est au niveau de l'intégrité, c'est au niveau de l'identité. Parce que le futur de l'Afrique, c'est vous. You guys are the future leaders of Africa. You're the future president of this continent. You're the future CEO of this continent. So I want to congratulate you again. And say thank you. And I will see you shortly in the field. That means in the job market. Thank you very much.
First of all, I want to thank GSM management, the GSM administration, and GSM workers. From Mr. Bright to these security guards who were keeping security for us to have a good environment, positive environment for us to study. I can mention few names, but I don't know everybody in GSM who were really, their hearts were open for us and they were assisting every time we go to them. And we also want to say to you, sorry for everything we did that really disturbed you. And we thank you very much for everything you have done for us. The other categories that we want to thank together today is our lecturers, our teachers, who helped us during the courses, during the studies, and also during the researches. I don't need to mention names, but all of them were excellent, were wonderful to us. Please make some noise for our lecturers. And the third category is our families, our brothers and sisters, our cousins, our friends who really encouraged us. Me, for example, in my experience, I have a friend, one day he told me, I got an invitation in GSM. Do you want to go with me? So we came here and we sat there, and I asked some people in administration, Mulu, and he gave me instructions and gave me a lot of information about GSM, and I started my courses on January, and now I am graduating with an award. I say thank you again for this. You are wonderfully made. So our families, our friends, our brothers and sisters, we say thank you. Please put your hand together for our families, because they were great support for us. And at the end, thank you, Lord, for everything. Glory be to your name for your help that we got all this nice result. Thank you for all of you that you came together here to enjoy the time with us and to share this nice time with us. Thank you very much.
I would like to first of all thank the Almighty God for rendering this program successful. Honorable Vuzumuzi, Lawrence Sindane, we want to say a very big thank you for accepting to grace this occasion. Thank you for encouraging us to be entrepreneurial and to be innovative. Excellency, we are very grateful. To our godfather, Mr. Yeo Zio Beton, I hope I got it right, Vice President of Unilever, we say mille fois merci. You are a mentor for the students of Graduate School of Management, and we want to say thank you for helping most of the graduates to attain jobs in Unilever. We equally say a big thank you to all our special guests of honor, I mean your excellencies, diplomats, directors of banks and companies, heads of institutions and pastors. Despite your busy schedules, you made it every effort to be here with us today. We appreciate you. To us, the new graduates, bravo for running the race. Thank you so much. We deserve this honor, and I know we are all glad that we made it. Lord knows it wasn't easy. Finally, to all our lecturers, GSM staff, parents, friends, and family members from far and near, and most especially our dear students of GSM, thank you for being a member of the GSM family and participating either by rendering a service or sending a kind word of encouragement. Finally, Graduate School of Management thanks you once again. Thank you, and may God richly bless you. Class of 2016, we made it!
My general appreciation of the graduation ceremony can be described in only one word, that is, it's overwhelming. I was not expecting the crowd that I saw when I marched onto the stage. The dignitaries were marvelous, the graduates were very happy, and everything was perfectly done. What I want to say is to pick up from the godfather of the graduates who said that the word that we normally say is that the sky is the limit should not be the way we should say it. The limit is rather in the mind. So let us give ourselves time and then project after here, because graduating is one thing and then using that graduation knowledge is another one. Like I told you in my speech, I said that one chapter is closed, the next chapter is now opened. All we need to do now is to be able to get the knowledge. And once we have the knowledge, we are now going to be able to break ground. Yes, we can, as Barack Obama always says.
Really impressed by what I've seen today, and I'm not surprised when I know the man and the management that is behind this school. So all I can say is congratulations. Keep up the good work. It's never easy, so keep striving. You are making a difference to lives of young people. You are making a contribution to the economy, both socially but also economically. As one of the leaders of leading companies in this country, I can only encourage that. So know that, you know, as a company, we'll always be by your side. And I wish all of the best luck to the guys that are going to speak today. So thank you so much. So Mr. Bright, Dr. Bright, keep it up.
Today, just like 2 or 3 years ago, this is the moment for us to celebrate what we call the excellence. You understand? Students have gone through school, and as they are coming out, it is our duty to really accompany them. And the theme of this year is to talk about entrepreneurship. We believe that Africa should be coming out through entrepreneurship. And that's the reason for which we wanted to see the role of private universities. So what we want to say is this: sustainable development should be happening through entrepreneurship, good leadership. These are the various items that we developed for our students this year. So you can see that it was very interesting by the number of people who reported. Thank you to everybody, and we hope that Africa moves forward. Thank you very much.
I want to thank everybody who came here for this occasion. There is a joy, there is happiness when we meet to give qualifications and distinctions to our students. All our sponsors, all those who have one way or the other helped to build Graduate School of Management, we just want to say thank you. For those who are still hesitating to come to Graduate School of Management, don't be afraid, just try us, and we'll make sure that you are bilingual so that you'll be able to go international.
I'm very happy today and very grateful today to receive this certificate for MBA program, and today is a very great day. I'm so happy. It has been very hard, but today I'm happy to have this certificate. Pour moi, c'est le couronnement d'un grand travail. Après plusieurs mois, je suis très fière de recevoir ce certificat de MBA. Et la gloire, je rends gloire à Dieu.
We are now graduated, and it's a pleasure for us to be here today celebrating that ceremony. So with my friends, my colleagues and all, we really thank GSM for their support, for the knowledge and the experience we got here. And from the administration, we are very happy because they have helped us getting to that level. So thank you for them, and we are pleased for this ceremony graduation. Thank you.
It's my first year in GSM, and when I came here, I saw that all the courses I had done in English, and for a person who doesn't speak English every day, it seemed difficult. But I think that is a beginning, because I think that if I continue in this way, since I will finish my bachelor's degree, it means in 3 years, my English will be perfect, and I will be able to face to the international world thanks to GSM, because GSM has helped me improve my English, and I just want to say thank you to GSM, and I will continue in this way, improving my English every day, and I think that in 3 years I will be able and my English will be perfect.